Hello, and welcome back to ZEPHON, part 3 of Rogue Operative. And things might not be looking all that great, but I'm actually not all that concerned about it. Now, this is a different recording session than the first one, so I've had some time to think about some things, and a conclusion that I am coming to. Got some lag here. Sometimes it does that. Um, yeah, a conclusion that I am coming to is that the difficulty is too high to allow me to do the things that I want to be doing. Um, like I've said in the past, despite me not doing so well, I guess this is the second time now that I've been. Second series I've done where I've basically lost all my army and stuff. I'm still not terribly concerned about it. Like, as long as ZEPHON doesn't actually invade my city, I don't see us losing this. And compared to that first playthrough I did with Twisted Mother, I feel like we're actually in a fairly decent position. Like our cities, we have two cities and we have our third engineer. I do think I'm just going to build another city down here, even though there's no future. Just because I want to get 3 cities up. Ideally by turn 50, but, we'll be a few turns late, but still going to be way ahead of where we were on Twisted Mother. At least from what I remember. And then I can just kind of hide in the corner and build up my forces and try to have the ability to produce strong enough units at the end game that I don't just immediately die once the end game scenario hits. And I think, especially if I start sucking up to one of the AI players, or one of the NPC factions, I think this is winnable. The problem is, it's not a very interesting way to win. And playing on the highest difficulty, I feel like I'm forced to play a particular style. Whereas what I really wanted, and I even said this at the beginning of the first episode, is I was going to be more active on the map. I was going to be doing things, using my troops, not just playing a passive game. Well, I did that and I just died because I had my terrible tier 1 units at low level trying to deal with an NPC faction which has double production bonuses. Their units start at level 5, and they have units that, in terms of endgame, aren't all that threatening, but in terms of this stage in the game, like the units the NPC factions get are stronger than the tier 1 units that I have access to. So I was just horrendously outclassed. And yeah, I could have probably played the battle better, but I just think on this difficulty, it's not even worth trying to attack the AI until maybe turn 100. And I don't really want to just sit around building stuff for 100 turns. So I think... okay, let's do attack function and hold position. So I think what this ultimately comes down to then is that I just need to... okay, we'll go here. I need to be playing the game on a lower difficulty if I want to actually do the things that I want to do.
You said something. I can hear it thinking.
So I would have liked to have built my third city up there, but that's going to be too aggressive.
This is the memory of that place.
So instead, in fact, let's just hide inside the base. It's fine. We could get another enforcer. I'm not going to. We're having food problems. I'm just gonna default to the boring strategy. Because that's the other thing, is like if I try to build an army so that I can engage with them early on, I feel like I'm just ultimately causing myself more problems in the late game. Okay, we do have an extra population point, so let's do the Hollow Theater first. Are you guys coming down? Thing is, if you come in range of my city, I should be able to take you out fairly easily, too.
Mercy is for the weak. Ready for the human race.
Okay, we'll pull you out so that we can get some experience on you. Everybody within 3 tiles. Alright. We even got our engineer up to level 3. That's something. Okay, this way's faster. Don't see any of the Akron there.
I listen to you. I go where I please. It knows the way.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna be boring and building up stuff for a bit. All right, let's get another Holo Theater. Get our loyalty into the positive, and then when we build this new city, we'll need another Holo Theater in every base. And yeah, we determined last time we do need a unit on that satellite or the broadcast tower for the vision. The Icarus satellite network was a weapon developed by an old world company named ICAR Corporation that never got online. For too long, we thought it was just a myth. Then the rogue operative showed up on the scene with the missing link, an authorization key that assumed she was the CEO of ICAR. Only she could call down the Icarus's firepower, even if someone killed her and took it. They'd never crack her layers of encryption on the damn thing. Alright. So cost influence, of course. So, along the lines of just doing the boring thing that's going to eventually get us to a win, I think it's time to grab AI rights. This will get us to eventually be friends with ZEPHON, and we will sue for peace. I guess we're never technically at war. We just had this border conflict. In fact, we still have this, in part because all of his units are flying, so he can't just take it unless he has a ground unit. If I try...
Hi there. What do you want to discuss? I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay, if we want to... So we could offer a gift. But we could also phrase, which is a new thing that was added relatively recently. Did well. What, you want pat on head?
I am very impressed by your accomplishment.
Yes, sir. We're sorry no one here is here to take your message, but we're going to do that. Can't give augs or secrets, but it's only right that you be paid. I mean, I have basically no resources.
I am on board.
Alright. So, is what we're going to do. And yeah, I can't actually afford... Now, if I was really smart, I would have sold some chips and things first, because I'm about to run out of resources. But, yeah, we'll sell some chips, buy some food. Buy some energy. We're good for at least one more turn.
What are we making?
Okay, you don't really matter, like,
There a faster way to do this?
where you build, because there's no feature out there. I'm just trying to build far enough away from my cities. Alright, we're gonna park you here so that we have vision.
Why should I listen to you?
We're just moving you guys out here temporarily so that we can keep an eye on things in case we get attacked.
It knows the way. You said something.
Can we
Hello there, my
offer
wonderful
peace now?
friend. How can I possibly assist you?
Well, not yet.
I'm on the clock.
Okay, if we go here, realistically, yeah, we're right next to a mountain, which isn't great, but
Putting irons in the
I don't know if we're going to get a better spot than that. I could delay things a little bit more, but, oh, I don't have the resources anyway. Never mind. Okay, we're delaying things a little bit more.
It is ready to work. Mercy is for the weak. It requests orders. I will get us there.
A little bit dangerous, but we're going to try to rescue that guy.
Don't make me
Just for the sake of doing something. Okay, we need more food, we need more energy. This place has plus food. Let's just put it here. So that we don't have to keep buying it all the time. As for you guys, we don't have enough, so I guess we can acquire it. Oh, acquiring a tile also costs resources. Okay, well, we might as well grab that, though, because it'll give us more minerals.
Not enough blood has been spilled today. Finally.
I mean, if they've backed off, we could... The thing is, we have all this water here, so we do get more science and influence. But... hard to say.
It has a memory of that place.
You reach the remaining splenetic units at the last possible moment. After a short rest, your troops suggest that the handful of surviving splenetics could be good recruits. They're grateful to the rescue and happy to join your cause.
This isn't the world I knew. Okay. Nothing to lose but my
Okay, well,
chains. Headed there.
maybe we'll build up here. This is wasteland, which isn't ideal. But as long as we don't get attacked again, I think it'll be fine. Okay, housing. When we get our greenhouse next turn, this is gonna hurt, but I need more of everything. Turns out trading all those resources to ZEPHON maybe wasn't the best idea.
Woodwork specialist at your service.
It was almost an afterthought. During one communication with ZEPHON, a general offhandedly joked about exchanging rights for AI for a small army's worth of chips. That would be acceptable, it replied. No one knew what to do with that. Was ZEPHON thinking ahead for after the war? Or no, certainly not. There couldn't have been other AI among us, right? Okay, so with the trades that I just did and AI rights, eventually we should be good in terms of friends with ZEPHON by the time we hit endgame. Lifestyle implants, we'll grab that as well. Help with the food situation. Alright, we have our hero. Assassinate, Ghost Walk, Evasion Processor. I do like Ghost Walk quite a bit. It gives some more mobility right off the start. So let's do that. Alright, we have a hero with an empty inventory. Time to finally do this. And it goes left to right, top to bottom. So this shouldn't be too terribly hard to figure out. And then we're going to do this, and then this. The solution to the riddle was just the Icar Corp logo? You and your crew look at each other in disbelief as the vault door begins to open. Boss, one of them shouts. Power spike inside the vault. Something's coming out. Everyone goes for their guns. You just watch. Cold air rushes out of the vault, and you see a platform bringing something to the surface. It's a cryogenic chamber. It begins to spin online, and in a matter of moments it opens up, and an old man stumbles out. He's wearing a tight-fit synth-weave blazer, the kind of fashion popular with corporate types in the days before the Akron attack. You rush forward and catch him before he collapses, but as you hold him up, you can see he's smiling. Dad Finicus, he pants, CEO, Icar Corp. Thanks for looking after the shop for me. Okay, Finicus kept himself alive all these years for a reason. Maybe he knows where more secrets are buried. He did all this work just to bring this parasite back from the dead? No, we'll hear him out. Let's see what he has to say. Finicus refuses to share any details about other Icar treasures inside the vault. Instead of answering your questions, he spends days surveying your base, getting in the way of operations, and giving useless feedback to your people. Your patience is running out. You enter your office, Finicus's former office, one day, and find him at the desk, toying with some tchotchke you'd shoved in a drawer. I like you, kid, he says. You've got a good operation here, but I get the feeling that the corporate culture's changed since I was last here. You bristle. There's nothing corporate about how you run things. He gives you another smile and lowers his sunglasses. You see, he replaced his eyes with augmented receptors. Now, I'd be willing to sever ties, hand it all off to you formally, and even throw in some goodies I stuffed down in the vault with me when shit went south. But kid, nothing comes free in this world, and I'm gonna say goodbye to everything. If I'm gonna say goodbye to everything I built with my own two hands, I'm gonna need some compensation. Okay, so we could just take his eyes or take the deal. He wants a cut of your money in exchange for access to the vault. And he'll ship us more iCar tech in the months ahead too. Let's go with that. Fine. You cut the deal. A slice of your war chest in exchange. We don't have a war chest at this point. It's fine. In exchange for all the goods in the vault and any other tech Finnicus digs up out of the wastes. The next day, your crew escorts Finnicus to the vault and cracks open the final door. They bring back several rare artifacts. Some of your men seem excited about the find until you explain the full terms of the deal to them. Everyone's faces drop. The money doesn't matter that much, but selling out to a corporate hack, that's going to cost you some respect. In the months ahead, you'll feel the pinch of Finnicus's financial pull. A part of you wants to double-cross the old man, but a scan of your payment software tells you that would be a bad idea. Sometime before he left, the former CEO hid all kinds of safeguards and dead man's switches in your hardware. Betrayal will be too high a price. You're loyal now, not to yourself or your people, but to Finnicus the Puppet Master. At least it's in his best interest to help you survive this war. Okay, so we lose minerals and influence, but we get more research. Interesting. So that tells me that I probably made the wrong choice because an achievement didn't pop up there, but that's something to keep in mind for the next time I play as this leader, I guess. And I guess, to be fair, I didn't really consider my leader's personality at all when I was making those choices. But, you know, you don't always have to play the most optimal way, right? Again, that's the whole point I was making about difficulty. You know, sometimes I just want to do things and get to play the game without just doing the same strategy every single time.
Why should I listen to you?
Alright, so for you, if I want to build a city, it is 80-80. Which, it's going to take us a while to get the influence. I guess I could sell some chips to speed it up.
Like irons in the fire.
It requests orders.
Actually, you guys could have just healed yourself, couldn't you? Yes. Okay, well, that was silly. But that's fine.
Mercy is for the weak.
So there's more influence here. Just kind of whatever. Am I thinking here? The advantage of this spot is that it gives me... I can shoot everything along this line, which is just after the choke point. And it gives me most of this territory to build in.
To avoid bloodshed.
Alright, can I... remove these? Spotter drone, reactor trigger, phase fronted. Might as well. Now I wonder, if I go to the concordant, items. There we go. Hopefully we don't need that for anything in the future.
Closing the gap.
It is ready to work.
Fine. Whatever keeps us alive.
Alright, we need 2 more turns for minerals. However, if I'm going to keep building things, it's going to be even longer than that. Yeah, energy shortage. Go to concordant resources. Buy some more energy for now. So if I wanted energy, I don't think any of these tiles give an energy bonus. I do have 10% science here, which is the best I'm going to do on science. But I could also expand more and get more science that way. This is a swamp, though, for what it's worth. These are all swamp. Okay, let's just get it.
This body feels more capable.
Alright, 2 more turns for the minerals.
What are we making?
I do kind of want to be building roads, but that costs more minerals. I guess what we're actually just going to do then.
Why should I listen to you?
Headed there.
We're going to go into position. And since I'm not building units anymore, I can sell my chips. Oh, you only buy 5 at a time. It's not worth rushing it. I guess we just wait a couple turns.
Let's go for a walk.
Not enough blood has been spilled today. It's in no hurry.
Nothing to lose but my chains.
I thought gathering around a table for a meal with friends was what made this war worth fighting for, but when the nutrient implants came in, people were so eager to abandon the mess halls, instead snacking between shifts on rocks, metal, dirt. I ate alone. I didn't even want to throw away the shitty taste of the MREs. Okay, so with that done, it's a time to finally start making progress again. Now, what do we even want to do? Stalker would be a more advanced unit, so let's go for that. It gives us something to maybe build eventually. A unit that doesn't cost food, which is nice. Okay, 13 is not quite enough, but we can buy. We can buy it if we need it.
Fine, but I have a job to do.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna sleep for a little bit. Are we? It's only 5. We need more minerals. Which is this city's job, because this one, I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have a mineral place yet. I just have all my construction yards, which are building.
Counting down to the kill.
Alright, so one more turn. However, this is going to cost me another 20. But this should make up for it.
Blending in.
And I guess, clear tile, interesting. Where can we clear? Here. Oh, we have ruins here. Well, it's a free action. Might as well. Get ourselves another spot, because I don't think the ruins are giving us a resource bonus to
I am
anything we're
very
building there.
impressed by your accomplishment.
Of all the rogue systems we've encountered, you are the most akin to our own processes. To clarify, this is intended as a positive statement to elicit hormonal surges in you. Okay, so because of AI rights. Are you willing to have peace
Hello
now?
there, my wonderful friend. How can I possibly
An additional
assist you?
offer. They demand food, minerals, 40 minerals.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
We'll try again once we've built our city. Alright. I think we just sleep for a couple of turns. The best snipers strike from the most unexpected positions. Iranian stalkers taught us to always scan the cliffsides, crevices, and skeletons of ruined buildings. If you spotted their glowing eye, you had a split second to hit the dirt. Sometimes you'd live, sometimes they were just toying with you. Alright, well, we got the stalkers. The enforcers we do build, so let's upgrade them and then unlock tier 5. Alright. Concordant. Buy 10 more minerals.
I'm on the clock.
Build. Oh, they recommend there, huh? I don't know. I think resources are fairly abysmal, but we're just gonna go here. I like this position. And then we can start growing our next city. The act of building that does make everything kind of painful.
Hello there, my
Offer
wonderful
peace.
friend. How
Consider
can I
payment.
possibly assist you?
They demand. We'll accept.
I am on board.
We finally acknowledge that our struggle is pointless. No need for apologies. We already know you're sorry. My high standing, and I've signed a peace treaty. End call. Offer map exchange. We accept. Just a moment. Now our databases are networked. Thank you for being of use today. Business partner just met an unfortunate end. Maybe there's an opening for you now.
I'm
Interested?
afraid I can't do that.
The core of this deal is an exchange for mutual profit. We do not detect these conditions here. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we have met. Well, this is the infinite count, right?
We are here, then.
Once more, we meet for the first time. It's a pleasure to me to see your face so young. I have seen you worn, tired, thrilled, but never young. Ha, excuse an old man and his wanderings. Call me, whatever that is. In these later days of mankind, I find I am a little unmoored, a little adrift in time and space. It does have magnificent benefits, but no one will take my bets anymore. We'll talk again, I know, before or after our little wars, before the end. Right, and so like as far as the names of these guys go, they are actually random. They have multiple names per leader because you can have multiple people playing as the same faction in a game.
There's more. Yes.
Never ending this, yet I always listen to you.
Perhaps reconsider your offer.
I have love in me, the likes of which you can scarcely imagine, and rage, the likes of which you would not believe. If I cannot satisfy the one, I will indulge the other. And I thought, Mary Sweet. Okay.
It's you.
Good day, dead meat. Enjoying fighting my boys? Nope, haven't even met them. I see why you saps are hiding in your tunnels and hobbit holes. We've lived through it up here. Changes you, that. Death marches, plagues, massacres, starvation. Do what you can to live. What I mean is, you seem nice, but I can't promise I won't ever stab you. World being what it is, chances are you'll be stabbed at some point anyway, so why not by me?
You're after my own black heart.
Hit and run tactics, eh? Like knocking on the door and running away before the grenade goes off? What, you never did that as a kid? Okay.
What you got?
Acronym wardens to kill, steal from my people, better idea.
Nah. Storm's coming.
Okay.
Yep.
Sit down, time for onboarding. Background first. Apocalypse, aliens, robots, etc. A cyber utopia. Actually, let's skip these slides. Here's the important bit. Me, as you can see from this chart, I was brought up to improve this world. My role is inevitable. So you should really just knuckle under right now. I can offer you a role in the post room.
Playing my game, huh?
Uncle Finicus loved that crazy thing. Let me come to the launch day. Lift it up. Lift it on a column of fire. Then a few hours later, another one as it test fired its weapons. Good days. You treat my girl right, okay? Okay, interesting. So because of Icarus satellite,
Missing you already.
okay, cool. Right, so we got vision up here. And that leaves us here. Well, our resources are looking pretty solid, hey? I think it's the first time I've ever had zeros across the board. Do we want to do that? Not particularly. If they come down, we'll fight, but for now I'd prefer not to. We're just gonna let you grow for a bit. In the meantime, we'll spend the minerals to get more minerals, because I am really hurting on minerals. Oh. I mean, I guess I could have turned this off.
It is ready to work.
Fine. Whatever keeps it alive.
Are we gonna build? I mean, we want the construction yard, so I guess we just wait a turn for now. Considering that the ZEPHON has taken over that area, it's possible the Akron are being beaten up right now. So the skin did have a purpose. Under the flesh must have been some kind of nanite tech, fixing up the fleshy and electric bits in all their guts. Would have been nice to know that before I got a one-on-one fight with one of those fuckers. Yeah, okay, so they regenerate now, that's cool. However... Trash camo. Cover reduction on non-large cyber units. Okay, cool. Oh, clone wave. We can... Yeah, we should get that network splitter eventually. I just do not have the resources for much of anything at the moment. Now upgrade the cloak. Get the ability to build singularity cores. I mean, realistically, antimatter plant, transuranium stabilizer, and quantum manipulator are all things that I will need for my late game units. So if I'm not sure what I'm building, I might as well build one of those. Alright, construction yard. Okay, we are getting 20 minerals a turn now, so that should mean that we can build a building every turn. You know what? Let's just get another one. Because we need... Well, we need loyalty. We need a lot of things. But this is why you start putting down buildings early on. Because it takes a while for your cities to actually start expanding. The anchorite has taken to the airwaves again. He seems particularly agitated. To mourn the loss of my people slaughtered by ZEPHON, he declaims into a microphone. To hear the crushing sound of ZEPHON's factories rumbling in the night, to agonize over what weapon it forges in the depths. The depths, that information is new. ZEPHON acts like the factories don't exist, but if their goods are being shipped to the coast, to the bottom of the ocean, no one could ever know what it was making. The anchorite continues. To recall our mission to this planet was one of genocide, he slowly says. To hope the mission had died with the Akron fleet. You tense at his next words. The fleet still hangs in orbit. Horrible creatures of war lie sleeping in its bowels. How does he know this? No one should be able to access the fleet. The anchorite's voice falters, as if he can hear your thoughts across a great distance. To prepare, he says, and then cuts himself off. To know, he says with a harsher tone, that we must do what is necessary to prevent our own genocide.
How pleasing you can be.
Mary wrote, if I cannot inspire love, I will cause fear. You are living that dictum, though I hope less monstrously than her creation. Mary, is that the author of Frankenstein? Is that what this is? I don't actually know who the author of Frankenstein's monster was. Never actually read it. It's one of those things that I feel like I probably should just because of its cultural impact. But there are a lot of things that fall under that umbrella, I suppose. Okay, I have enough now. You guys can stop sleeping. Okay, you're 30 minerals. Yeah, we just need stupid amounts of minerals. Let's get another tile. I guess this can do 3. It is adjacent to this, so influence and science seem to be good. But I just want another... Yeah, this is really bad. Another housing double theater district. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with their war, but...
Mercy is for the weak. I go where I please.
We can at least get some experience on our heroes.
I can hear it thinking.
Okay, let's max out our heal. Let's grab Assassinate.
Ain't no such thing as safe anymore.
We'll go over here, finish you off.
It was us or them, and it wasn't gonna be us.
You two can just hang back for a bit. Alright, we got some minerals here. Now we need morale. And then we're gonna have to build a second housing and morale district. Which is really the reason why it takes like 20 to 30 turns to get a city online. Probably closer to 30.
Not enough blood has been spilled today.
Cracking the secrets of quantum physics? Easy. Putting that knowledge to work on the battlefield? Astronomically expensive and nearly impossible. We needed a special facility that could... what was it? Extract quantum tier processing power out of chips? It made my head hurt to try to process the math that made this place tick. Alright, let's backtrack a little bit. Something I should have been doing before just investing in random research stuff I'm not going to be doing anytime soon. Minerals on cliffs. Let's go. I've got 3... I've got 3 of those things. That's an extra 6 minerals a turn. Plus whatever modifiers. You wake and walk to the window, flinging the tin shutters back. A bucolic dawn greets you, and you stretch out to the rising sun. You turn, and something with the texture of shattered teeth pushes you firmly onto your back. You can't see what it does next. You never see it at all for the entire time. But you feel as it starts to feed. Other beings are drawn to the feast by the scent of soul carrion, dragging themselves bubbling from the stunted loci they call home. Moment by moment, you convulse with every soul strip they tear from you. And you woke, held down by your guards, tears rolling down their terrified, cragged faces, unable to even talk about what they saw. Could that be a mere dream? Or was it an attack? Okay, so we need to be the chiefess, huh? I do like that the Furtive Tribunal has some unique stuff here. I think I've mentioned in the past they're my favorite faction to play. So, I wonder, I've never had this event as them, unfortunately, but maybe someday I'll get to see what this is about. But we might as well. We can ask ZEPHON about it. Though it owes you nothing, ZEPHON apparently recognizes some value in the dispersal of information. You describe the dream down a comm to the AI, talking through the nightmares, the sensations you experienced. A moment of silence, and the chatbot voice pipes up, cheery as anything, having identified a pattern in the dream. It tells you of a matching entity that you have to kill and eat. You wonder if it is mocking you. Alright, ominous lair all the way up here, huh? Okay, that could be exciting.
Shaking off the rust. This will hurt, I promise. That's it. Just go down nice and easy.
Alright, let's upgrade the Assassinate again.
I'm not dying today.
Why should I listen to you?
Unfortunately, because of the way I did this, I don't actually get to attack with the city, because it doesn't have line of sight. I guess that's... oh no, even if I grabbed this tile, it still wouldn't have line of sight.
This isn't the world I knew.
Yeah, so hold down control. By the way, that's the thing you can do to be more optimal. So the thing about this is that we do double damage at half range.
Contact!
So we will take the morale penalty for being in the Whispering Whites, but that's fine.
Blood has been spilled today.
Right, we could move. We won't.
Regret this.
It's in no hurry.
Okay, we have this. So now... yeah, let's get rid of a 12% production penalty. That seems like a pretty good thing to do. We'll get the housing later. Energy is already going down again, huh? Okay, they ran away, as expected.
This body feels more capable.
I did everything I could to avoid the cliffside dig sites. Passing through a canyon riddled with holes, I couldn't help but feel like something was calling to me from them. Something that wanted me to crawl deep into the planet's core and find a new kind of peace. Did the Aglian worms feel that same presence, or was this something else? Okay, is there anything else? I could get the anti-grav assembler just so that I can build the vehicles. The Exusa Marauder is a healer and a transport, so it's pretty good. Biomass generator I do have in Swamp, so you know what? Let's just get this. And you can go back here.
This isn't the world I knew.
The most extreme climates on planet Earth were packed with extremophile life forms that survived in impossible conditions. Our techs found that some life deep in the most toxic swamps and buried under the Arctic ice could be used to fuel exponential energy production, like pulling up fossil fuels from the Earth, except the creatures hadn't yet been fossilized. Okay. +3 research in forests. That was a ruin that we had it in, so that wouldn't have applied. I do want the network splitter. Eventually. And it is quick to build, so maybe I just get it. Because I feel like I'm nowhere close to being able to do advanced resource stuff. But I'm also not really anywhere close to being able to use the network splitter.
Fine. Whatever keeps us alive.
Resources are looking pretty good, though. Okay. Expand to something with 3 tiles. And then build another housing district there. Okay, we have pretty good resources now. Time to start building units again. And let's get faster housing. This gives us energy as well because we already have the theater there. And then we'll go another theater on top of that, just to finally deal with the loyalty issue. It's 5 theaters, and we're close to needing a 6th one. Yeah, part of the problem is that our loyalty is a lot higher than usual. But once we finally have that dealt with...
There is room for improvement.
Your behavior is well outside our model's tolerance threshold. A full report has been dispatched to your mailbox. Okay.
The request is at your discretion, though it is mandatory.
We've watched you grow and prosper, oblivious to the benefits you enjoy from our efforts. We think it's time you contributed back. Yep, we will. That is fine. That's basically nothing.
Farewell, delicious acquaintance.
Delicious acquaintance. Yes, that is me. And again, if we weren't playing on the highest difficulty, we would maybe be better able to resist that sort of thing, but honestly, being at war with them doesn't seem
Counting down to the kill.
to be all that bad. Or sorry, paying tribute to them. Like, we have resources in this game are weird. I feel like on the one hand I really need them, and then on the other hand it doesn't matter. And it seems to oscillate between the two, because like I no longer am in a position where I'm struggling to have minerals. It didn't take that long to, I mean, I did just build 3 of these, but you know, it's okay. Let's get that. Volcanic doesn't give extra energy. Interesting. I am considering moving forward to complete that dream quest. I'm just wanting to wait until I have a few more units so that I can put some fodder up first in case I get ambushed by the Akron. Working as ZEPHON's shadow, it was an ambitious idea. The AI had already built a whole global network, and we could use it. We could use a fraction of it for sabotage and cyber warfare. It was one hell of a risk. If ZEPHON had noticed us, we might have been wiped out. But maybe it did notice us. Maybe it was studying us. Okay, now we can get Clone Wave, which gives us more production. That's cool. I mean, I am building these. Maybe they will eventually be useful. I don't know. I'm just going to get the resource structures. Feeble, military, yes. Don't care.
Mercy is for the weak. You'll regret this. It requests orders.
I'm not dying today. Yeah, got it.
Closing the gap.
Was that thing injured? Level 3 deformity, level 7 deformities, huh? No, 7 turns on deformities. There we go. Right term. Okay, so it's actually not a threat at the moment then. Okay, good. We have our second construction yard. That has rocks. This is forest. We can clear it and get 3 things, so let's do that. We'll clear that, and then that'll be a housing district. Okay, somebody's attacking it.
It is ready to work.
Why should I listen to you?
I can hear it thinking.
Okay, if we do you first, you now take more damage from everything because of particle interference.
Counting down.
I think, or am I confusing that with something else? Reduced healing, okay, right. Not more damage received, just reduced healing.
I thought go for a walk.
If I assassinate, how much damage do I do? A good amount.
Mercy is for the weak.
I don't know if I need to get the last hit on this thing.
Blend again.
Fine. Whatever keeps
But
it
we'll
alive.
avoid just in case it matters. Okay, housing. And then a holo theater. And then clear tile. You know what we're doing. Alright, another holo theater. We're almost done this section of the inevitable morale situation.
Why should I listen to you?
You stop that, pal. Else you and me will have words. What, stop not having a military? Would you rather I had a military?
Fancy words for a time waster.
Okay.
Hear it thinking.
That's it. Just go down nice and easy.
The ZEPHON's chatbot's information is good. Upon the death of the enemy, the rest of your dream floods back. You watch yourself from the outside, being consumed by the dreams, and you learn. You learn the fragility of flesh, the way a bloom of meat is beautiful, the way you can take it apart. You will never look at a living creature with the same eyes again. Okay, we now do 5% more damage against biological units. Cool. This is free, so I can actually do this.
Do my best when no one's watching.
I guess I could just be wandering out and like grabbing things. But
Not enough
well,
blood has been spilled today.
it's risky.
It is ready to work.
And we are at this point focused on taking out the Akron. Alright. Housing first. We're having energy issues again. And that does give us energy, technically. Also, Concordant. Just buy a bunch more energy. Realistically, I should be selling food because I don't need it at this point. And if I get asked for tribute, I'm going to have to pay it anyway. So I might as well convert it to influence. Seed of extinction discovered. Oh no.
It requests orders.
Somebody's already got in-game voice stuff. Now this, I won't pretend to understand. I know transuranic elements are unstable. I know that instability holds huge amounts of latent energy. But I don't know how the AI excavators stopped it escaping, why the materials were dense and unearthly strong. I don't know if there's any human that knows, to be fair. Alright, and then we got the antimatter plant, and that finishes off the tier 5 tech. And then we can start... I think our cities are almost at a point where we can start building these resources. So again, because I'm not trading with people, I don't have the ability to take advantage of that either. But Well, let's see what happens if we do a game without any trade routes. Well, we should trade with ZEPHON at the very
Hello
least.
there, my wonderful friend. How can I possibly assist you?
Consider payment for deal. Oh yeah, that's super cheap.
I am on board.
Is there even any point? Increases our standing. I guess we'll try it.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
While you've made some very poor decisions lately, we still have the greatest enthusiasm. Yeah, I'm not going to bribe him for that. It'll just happen eventually. It's fine. Yeah, Seed of Extinction. Going on here. Okay.
Not enough blood has been spilled today.
Ain't no such thing as safe anymore.
Run back to that, grab the vision.
Spotty feels more capable. Closing the gap.
I will get us there.
Okay, here. This is a swamp. Right, we got bonus science. Let's actually get the science going, because we actually kind of need science now. And that is apparently what we built into with the quest choices that we made. Might even build a third science thing, honestly.
Pity little-hearted do-gooder.
Shit, mate, what the fuck you up to? I mean, you still seem cooperative. You are at war with everybody. Okay.
On your way.
Thank you for that incredibly fulfilling conversation.
Blending in.
It's in no hurry.
Alright, still have morale problems, but we can fix it with that. At least for a little while.
Mercy is for the weak. You'll regret this.
Well, you can sure play through the turns quickly if you just don't do anything. Funny how that works out. Alright, we need more territory. Desperately. This is a forest with the research bonus. Maybe I'll just build 2 more labs here. If I'm not just building labs... Okay, I want swamp for another energy thing. And I do need more energy. I also need more loyalty. Okay, I guess we'll focus on that first. I should also probably build another synthetic printer so that I can build these faster. Alright, well we made it to turn 75, so we're getting close to the end. I'm not sure how I feel about this particular playthrough. Just kind of feels like nothing has happened. But that is how it goes. I'm sure stuff will start to happen in the next hour or so. I will see you then.